Morning. Well, the freezer's looking a bit bare, so I decided to head up to, or take a week off work and do a bit of hunting. So for the first stretch, I've headed up to a friend's farm at the Retrieval Valley. See if we can find a couple of fallow. The hard thing is I've spotted a few this morning, but they're all on that ridge just under where the sun's rising on the side. Now that itself isn't a problem, but there's tons of sheep in there and they're all young ones and they're all already running around like idiots. So it might be mission impossible to try and get down to where the deer are, because the deer are at the toe of ridge, of course, and there's about 200 sheep between me and them, and they're all scattered over the hillside, so there's no easy way of getting down. So I'm just gonna head up here and get to a high point, and I can't see any on the side of the ridge I'm on now, so I'm going to go past and then look back to see if I can at least spot where they've gone, because I spotted them from the other side this morning, so they might have shifted by now. So yeah, keep on trudging. It's a beautiful morning, that's for sure.
So far the only deer I've seen today, but it's over on the neighbours, so it's safe. It's got a bit of a limp going on. Another one just over there, something with it. He's either got a spiker with him or a hind. I don't know where it's gone. There it is.
Oh well, the evening's ended up alright. I've got 2 deer that I've got to go retrieve. So just heading back to the bike now. I might as well get the bike to as close as I can now, rather than walk back up, walk down, carry the deer up, then walk back and get the bike. It's been one of those days I've seen bugger all. But then of course, last night they all started popping out. I saw quite a few deer, don't know how many, but a few. But I was heading back to the bike frustrated because all the deer I was seeing were on the side of the farm that I was this morning. So I thought I'll head back to the bike and go back over there in the morning and see what I can drum up. But I was just on the way back, and so I'll just have a look down there, and sure enough, down the bottom of the fence line was a deer feeding happily. So I knocked that over, and another one popped up, so I thought I'd knock that over too. I got them, I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen something else. It's a beautiful evening. I don't know if you can see it. That's a Rupehu in the background. So yeah, Stella's happy. Oh well, I'm back at the bike. Not exactly hard for her. Stella, where's the deer? Good girl. Where you go? Where you go? Where's it? Good girl. Good girl. Deer number 1 and deer number 2's down there. Stella, where's the deer? Good girl, good girl, good girl. Where's it? Good girl, where you go? Oh, she's wagging her tail. She knows it's there, but she just doesn't care. Good girl, good girl. Look at that. Fell right next to the spiker carcass. Yeah, what are the odds? Right, now I'm not going to muck around. It's getting dark now. So I'll butcher this and get back up there. Let the work begin. Oh well, I just got back up, the hell of a climb back up with the larger deer. I thought I'd come back and get the smaller one tomorrow. And I thought, fuck it, while I'm here and bloody, might not get another one tomorrow. And therefore, we're nice and clean, so why get 2 sets of clothes bloody when just do it all at once. And this one's a lot smaller, so it shouldn't be as bad bringing it back up. Oh, I just hung it on the fence down there. The idea was to let it drain and cool overnight, but oh well. Still be wondering what the hell's going on. Walk down the hill, walk up the hill, and walk back down the hill. Oh well, on the back and back up. Well, that happened all rather quickly. I won't show you this bit if I missed, but you can see the paddocks full of sheep. And from a distance I spied a group of fallow and a group of reds feeding on a bloody flat. So I tried to get my way down there as best I could. Mostly worked. The majority of the sheep were on the side, the opposite side of the ridge from where the deer were, so I thought it might be okay. But when you got a couple of hundred sheep running, as they all started to do, it didn't surprise me when I got down to a shooting position looking over the flat. They were all already on their way. It just shows you, proves me what I've always thought, the reds are a lot more skittery than the fallow. Like when I got to the clearing, the fallow, the reds were just disappearing over the edge into the bush, and I had a shot at a spiker bringing up the rear, but he was still moving. Fairly confident of the shot, but it was just as he was stepping into the crap, so I don't know. Well, I've got a blood trail from the red. Now it's just finding the freaking thing. Stella's keen. She seems to think it's down there. Well, Stella was right. It was down here. Wasn't quite as dead as I hoped. It is now. Hey Stella, good kill. Good girl, good girl. Right, I'll leave him there and go get the bike now. Might as well do that. Going to be able to sweat and getting this bugger up the hill, I know that. This carrying and bullshit, that's rubbish. I was going to drag this bastard up the hill, but it was harder dragging it than it was carrying it, so the only way is up. I've got a bit to go, but not that far. Man, those guys that say farm hunting's easy should just try what I've done. Bloody hell. Finally got back to the bike. But it was a fair way down that hill. It was a fair frickin' grunt coming up, I tell you. Well, that's it. The old Honda's loaded up fairly well. It was quite a load for that. So yeah, that was no more deer this morning, so that's alright. That's enough to keep me busy for the next day or so, boning out and so forth. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry there was no actual much animals on film, but the ones I got were sort of, oh whoops, up and boom type thing, and not enough time to set up the camera, so that's the way it goes. Better luck next time. Cheers. Well, morning all. It's absolutely beautiful day over here. We've had a good couple of days hunting around Wanganui and got a few deer for the freezer, but the freezer's really empty. So I've got a chance to shoot over to Central Hawke's Bay to another friend's farm and hopefully get on to some deer over there as well. It's bloody foggy, but I can see above the fog it's going to be a crystal clear day, so yeah, fingers crossed. So yeah, hopefully the next bit of footage you see will be of some deer, but yeah, we'll just see how we go. Cheers. Well, afternoon all. Doing a few Ks this week. As you'll have seen from a bit of earlier footage, I was way up in the back blocks of Wanganui a couple of days ago on a friend's farm. Got a couple of deer, which was good. And then the opportunity came up to go over to Central Hawke's Bay to another friend's farm and have a look around over there. So Let's hop in the truck and go through the gorge or over the saddle into the Hawke's Bay and see what I can find. So I'm just about where I want to start to look around. So I'll stop recording now and have a bit of a glass and see what I can find. Although it's only midday, so I'm not too worried about seeing anything at the moment. Well, what I mean is I don't expect to see anything. But I'm just going to put a book with me. I sit down, get into a position and wait till the afternoon and see what comes along. Fingers crossed. Well, nothing's come out as yet. Still early on, but I thought I'd just have a bit of a check-in. It's going to be a beautiful evening. I've got a great view where I am, but unfortunately the pain is I'm looking bloody straight west, so I've had it before where I've seen a deer and I've lay down and just can't see shit because the bloody sun's right down the centre of the scope. So it's something I'm going to keep a watch out for this time, so fingers crossed it's not directly in line with the sun. But it's a beautiful evening. Things should start popping out soon. Fingers crossed anyway. Well, I'm pretty sure that's a successful mission. It was a bit of a long-range shot and it was getting bloody dark. The scope, when it was zoomed in, you could hardly see it, so I had to zoom out, so therefore it wasn't a great picture. But I couldn't believe it, such a beautiful evening, and only that little fellow stag was silly enough to show itself. So I thought there'd be tons out tonight, but obviously not. So I've got a bit of another retrieval in the dark to do. It's becoming a bit of a theme this week. So yeah, it didn't. It was that dark. It didn't even show up on camera. So, but I'm pretty sure I can see him lying down, stuffed in the binoculars. So I'll zip over there and start the carry back, which won't be fun. You can't see, but it's pretty steep down and pretty steep back up. So I won't fuck around. Into it. Oh well, I've had enough of this carrying deer up the fucking hills in the middle of the dark sort of carry on. So, got the young stag, only a little fella. But yeah, not far back to the bike now. I just left my camera and bag at the shooting position. So yeah, oh, beautiful night though. Surprised this was the only one that came out, but still, you won't make that mistake again. So yeah, I don't know if I'll go out in the morning, see how I feel, but might be somewhere different if I do. So anyway, got to carry on walking. See you on the next one. Well, again, I'm not getting no Steven Spielberg awards. That was a lot of stuff up, but didn't get it filming. I was up there on that hill over there, and I was watching this clearing here and nothing came out. I saw a few on an adjacent clearing that I didn't have time to get to, and I was just packing up. I'd packed up, I was just about to put the pack on my back, and out on this clearing walked 3 bloody spikers. So I lined up and I whacked one, and he fell over here, and then the nerve of it, he then is gone and rolled all the way down the bloody hill. And there he is down there. So I'm going to have to find a decent track up, because I'm not frickin' climbing vertical with a deer on my back. Oh, here's a game trail. Oh yeah, it's a good one. Hopefully he's just above it. There he is, caught up in that shit. Mr. Spiker. I'm just going to put the camera down now because I need 2 hands to make sure he doesn't roll the full way down the bloody hill. Well, I'm not even going to pose for any photos or anything because it's only a spiker. And he's hanging up perfectly there. If I can gut him like that, I'll be able to sit down and put him, I'll sit down there and put him straight on my back. Plus the guts are all going to roll out, so a bit of bush lawyer and shit holding him up. So that's the perfect spot to gut him. I ain't got time to muck around. I've got to get back and watch my youngest boy play rugby, so hopefully Hunter can get a win. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hasn't been the best filming, but the last few days have definitely been an adventure. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers. This is bullshit. I'm too old to be carrying fucking red deer up hills. The easiest way is the longest way, unfortunately. And we do this for fun.